When you think of the Middle East, you probably think of one or two things. Either war and conflict, or multi-million-dollar skyscrapers and futuristic cities. However, there's a country where not many tourists visit, that stays away from conflict and where you will struggle to find a skyscraper. Welcome to Oman. Oman doesn't spend its wealth from oil and natural resources building skyscrapers, but instead it invests in preserving its rich history and culture. In Muscat, the capital of Oman, you will barely find any buildings over a few stories, and they are all designed to blend into the desert landscape. As not many people visit this strange city, there is not much information online about what to do or see, but we decided to extend our layover, so we have 12 hours to discover and share all this beautiful city has to offer. So we've just arrived in Muscat and we've got a taxi to the Grand Mosque, one of the most famous places in Muscat, and honestly we have literally just walked in and I am blown away by how beautiful it is. This place is huge. We're surrounded by water features, green gardens, trees, and obviously the beautiful mosque right behind me. I have no idea how far it goes. From the plane it looked enormous. I was so excited to go and have a proper explore. If you are coming, you do need to make sure that you cover up. So men, you need to wear long trousers. Women, completely cover everything. You can buy the headscarves from the gift shop just next to the entrance. This one cost 4 Omani Rial, which was about £8. So it's not that bad at all. And entrance to the mosque is free, so why not? Let's go and explore.
So we've just entered one of the many prayer halls in the mosque. This one is absolutely stunning. There's 9 huge chandeliers all over the ceiling. The floor is made from a hand-woven carpet and every single bit of wall is covered with absolutely stunning architecture. See how long it must have taken them to do every single bit. So this place is absolutely stunning. Everything around us is pure marble. It is absolutely crazy. Although it looks like it could be from like the 18th century or something, it was only completed in 2001, which makes it absolutely incredible. So it's a fairly new mosque, and it can hold up to 20,000 worshippers at a time, which is just mind-blowing. But you can definitely see why, because it's absolutely huge. So it's the largest mosque in the whole of Oman, and it's definitely one place you need to come if you're visiting Muscat.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, look at that. This is incredible. Like, look at the size of those doors. And the carvings all the way to the top of the walls. It's huge. It's got Arabic writing on it and literally looks like it could have been handwritten. This is crazy. Look at those archways. Absolutely blown away. So we've just entered the main prayer hall here in the mosque, and wow, I'm literally speechless. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite this beautiful. It's insane. The carpet here is one of the largest hand-woven carpets in the world. It took 4 years and 600 people to make. These chandeliers are stunning. The walls are decorated in beautiful paintings and carvings. There's these gorgeous pillars. Oh my gosh, stained glass windows. The ceilings, I've just noticed the ceilings. They're like gold plated. And of course, the centre of the mosque. Insane. I feel like this video just isn't actually going to do it justice. It's one of those places that is always going to be way more beautiful in real life. You need to come here. This is amazing.
So there's a couple of rules you need to be aware of when visiting the main prayer area. One is you have to stay on these blue carpets. You're not actually allowed on the hand-woven carpet, probably to preserve its beauty, which is fair enough. And you're also not allowed to touch the walls. So just bear these in mind when visiting.
So we've just spoken to one of the local guides and they told us way more about this prayer hall. It can actually fit 6,500 people in this one room, and then another 20,000 will pray outside. Midweek, it's like not too busy, only a few hundred, but on a Friday, it is closed to the public. But this whole place will be completely full. So the guide was also telling us about the chandelier. We had loads of questions about it. It's 14 metres tall from the top to the bottom. 14 metres. It weighs 8.5 tonnes. And there's over 1,200 light bulbs in it. That's crazy. Can you imagine how long it takes them to change all of those light bulbs? Absolutely insane. One thing to note is that because it is all made of marble, it's so bright, so it's burning my eyes. Maybe bring a pair of sunglasses because the light is just reflecting directly off, especially as we've just come from the darker prayer hall, where it's also like very cool. And then you're stepping out into the bright sunshine and heat, and I can't see a thing. My eyes are burning.
And it's about 40 degrees today.
So we've just finished at the Grand Mosque and we took a taxi down to Mutrah, which is just outside of Muscat itself. It's really beautiful here. It's got all the white Omani buildings. It's right on the ocean. We've got super yachts behind us. We were about to go explore the souk when the guy from the tourism office called us in for a chat, and we've just been talking to him for the last half hour and it was so much fun. He was so lovely. He gave us so much useful information, maps, even a bottle of his water that he had for himself, ice cold. Didn't have to pay a penny. He just wanted a nice review. So amazing. He was showing us all his like family photos and everything. It was really cute. I love Oman.
So we've just entered the Mutrah Souq, and based off what I can see, there is a lot of gold and jewellery, and I believe Oman is also famous for frankincense. So if you want some jewellery, this is definitely the place to come. Basically every single shop has jewellery, most of it is gold, it's very extravagant. Everyone here is really friendly as well, like they're not too pushy to get you to go into their shops, unlike some other places we've been to, but yeah, it's really cool here. Definitely a nice change getting out of the heat as well.
I can't believe it. I found a shop that doesn't actually sell jewellery.
So we've just turned a few corners and I feel like this is more like the local souk, selling everything from clothes and jewellery and little like the head scarves. But the call to prayer is going now. That's what you can hear throughout the souks and it's really cool. But it's basically amazing here. No matter which path you go down, you're just surrounded by shops selling basically anything.
Hi, can I get one coffee?
One
coffee and milk and black.
Black. Perfect.
Okay.
So we've just come out to this little viewpoint area overlooking the Corniche, and it's so beautiful. There's occasionally a nice sea breeze, which is definitely much needed, but it's still about 40 degrees,
So hot. I am literally melting.
yeah. But we've decided to go wander around the souks for a bit, mostly to get in some shade and to explore the shops, but Megan needed some caffeine, so we decided there was this little place as soon as you enter selling some coffee and drinks. Considering the Middle East is known to be like a very expensive place, like Dubai and all that, and the taxis today haven't really been cheap.
Yeah.
Got a coffee for 40p or 20 rial, and a basically lemonade for 60p or 40 rial, so less than
rial.
about £1 for everything, which is very good. So basically, Oman can be cheap if you know how to do it. Like the buses are very cheap, but it's just knowing where to get them and when they come.
And I think for us today, because we were quite short on time, if you don't know, we're here on just a one-day layover. We kind of wanted to get everything in. We're also very sleep deprived, hence the coffee. We had about 3 hours sleep last night on the plane. So our wits aren't quite about us as much as they would normally do, which is why we've just gone the easy route and got the taxis, but you can definitely do it much cheaper.
According to our bodies, we've been up since 3:30 and it's currently 12:30 local time, so our bodies probably think it's like 9 a.m. We've done a lot more than we would normally do at 9 a.m. on most days. But yeah, we're just going to sit here, enjoy the beautiful views and get caffeinated a bit.
I'm not going to lie, for how much was this, 40p?
40p,
Something like that. It's not bad either. It's pretty good coffee.
Yeah, can't complain. So we've just finished off at the Mutrah Souq. It was definitely really fun to go into and explore all the stalls. It's one of the oldest souks in the Arab kingdom, dating back over 2,000 years. So that is just incredible how long it's been there. So we've just come down to the Corniche now, which is like the harbour area, and you can see all the like different fish in there. There's lots of like different coloured ones, but it's beautiful views looking out across the harbour. We're just going to head along it now and head up to the old fort and hopefully get some incredible views.
Some of the fish are huge. Don't you just want to jump right in?
I really do, yeah.
So Oman is literally living in the future. We were just walking along the seafront and we've come across this bench. It's got solar panels and then you can use it to charge your items. How cool is that? So you just, from the sun, it will charge up and then you can charge your phone or whatever. I think that's amazing. What a good idea. Why have I never seen that before? Okay, our day is made. I filmed the last clip, put the camera down and turned around and we literally saw a turtle just swimming off the shore. Like, oh my God, it was right there. I did not expect that. That has literally just made my day.
So we're currently just heading down some little alleyways and heading up to the old fort. So this is the Mutrah Fort. It was built by the Portuguese in the 16th century, and you can climb all the way to the top and explore the ruins. There's also another fort just on the adjacent hillside. So these were used as like defense towers to defend the harbour town of Mutrah. It's about 3.3 rial for foreign adults to go into the fort, which is about £6-7. Unfortunately, we're not going to go in today just because it's so hot and we need just to get in some shade, but the outside looks absolutely stunning. There's supposed to be incredible views from the top. So if you're here, definitely this is somewhere you should check out. If you do go up there, comment below and let us know what it's like and take some pictures because we'd love to see it.
It is
so hot. I'm struggling, I think, with the sleep deprivation from only 3 hours sleep on the plane last night, going from 20 degrees to 40-degree heat. We're struggling, so we've stopped for a fresh juice by the seafront, which I'm okay with anyway. It's only 1.4 Omani reals for like a medium fruit juice or milkshake, so it's not that bad at all.
We've just finished our fruit juices. They were much needed and very refreshing. It wasn't too expensive either, about 2 Rial 20 for both, which is about £4, which isn't that bad for freshly made juices. But it's getting later on in the day, so we decided to head over to the Mutrah fish market, which is one of one of the biggest things to do in Mutrah. It's just over there. Sadly, it's not open because it's closed between 1 and 4 p.m. Like most shops, like the souk's closed as well. And that's because they kind of have like a siesta here where everything closes, where it's peak heat of the day, so people can go have a little nap and just cool down a bit. So we're just gonna head over, see what it's like from the outside, maybe see some other cool buildings and stuff, and then try and work out how to catch the bus back to the airport, because it might be a slightly longer journey because we might have to change buses. And then that will be it for our time in Muscat. We've really enjoyed ourselves so far and can't wait to see what the last has in store. So we've just made it to the fish market. So this is where all the local fishermen come from their morning of fishing and sell all their fresh fish. And there's also fruit and veg. So all the locals come, buy all their organic food here at like a cheap local price, and tourists can also come and try and get some freshly cooked fish or some vegetables. There's occasionally they can cook it up for you right there and then, and you can have like a nice meal for lunch or dinner. Sadly, as it's 3:30 now, it's still closed, so it won't open till about 4 o'clock. We've really enjoyed our day, but we're just gonna head back on a bus and head back to the airport, where we'll summarise what we thought of Muscat in our 12 hours we had here.
So after exploring Oman, we've come back to the airport now to get checked into our next flight. The airport is super modern and so nice. I honestly think this is one of the nicest airports I've ever been in. It's so creatively designed. We're heading to the lounge now, so we'll see you there.
So we've just got the bus back from Mutrah to the airport via Rui. It was super simple and was pretty cheap as well compared to a taxi. So it only cost us 1.6 Rial, which is about £2, which is a lot better than the taxi rate, so it can be done a lot cheaper if you want to. We had such a great time. We're now in an airport lounge, so we'll make a future video on that. On Muscat, it was such a great time getting to explore it for 12 hours. We got to see so much, like the Grand Mosque and the Souq. You can definitely spend a lot longer here. People often rent a car and visit further things afield, such as Nizwa and other wadis in the desert. So we'd definitely come back to Oman to explore more of it. But for now, we've absolutely loved visiting Oman. The locals have been so friendly, and they're always willing to help, and the nature is absolutely beautiful. I can't believe we got to see turtles. We were not expecting that. The architecture is beautiful. We would highly, highly recommend coming and stopping over in Muscat if you get the chance. Was it rushed? Probably, but was it well worth it? Definitely. But for now, our next stop is Bangkok.